Hi guys, you're welcome back to my channel. You're welcome back to the Atelier. This is the beautiful dress we're going to be making today. So guys, I'm going to be teaching you from start to finish on how to create this dress, on how to make or sew this dress. I'm going to be going in detailed on how to achieve this particular asymmetrical, kind of not really asymmetrical, but one side is larger than the other side, just like as you can see on the chest line. So I'm going to be showing you how to achieve this beautiful design. I'm also going to be showing you on how to style the back of the ashoke dress, just like as you can see. So I'm going to be showing you guys how to also lay down your ashoke at the back professionally, so it really looks beautiful and makes sense. So guys, if this is what you want to learn, if this is what you want to know how to do, please subscribe to the channel, like and comment. Guys, please comment your thoughts. It helps boost my channel, it helps YouTube algorithm to recognize this video and push it to other fashionpreneurs, fashion lovers out there. So without further ado, let's get on with the video. Guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my time. You're welcome back to the Atelier. So guys, this is the fabric that we're going to be using for the dress. This is silk, thick silk. So this is the thread, and we need our scissors. We also need our ruler. Then this color is to complement this color. I'm going to be using this to join this because I don't really like short dresses. This is actually my dress. I want it to be long, so I'm just going to be using this color to complement this color so that the dress is actually long. So this is the ashoke fabric we're going to be using to design, to get our design. So guys, first off, we're going to start off by cutting our dress. So just like we already know, this is cut. I've already gone ahead to like fold the fabric into four. So the one that has the open edge is the one that we're going to be using for our sleeve parts, while the closed edge is going to be used for our neck area. So guys, first off, we are going to be taking in our chest line, our neckline, which is actually 3. I'm going to be using 3.2. Then I'm going to be coming down by 0.75 for the back, 0.75 for the back. Then after that, I'm going to be cutting it out so that I can take out the back. So guys, just like I explained, this is the closed area. So I went in by 3.2. So I took out 0.75 for our neck area. So I'm just good for the back. So I'm just going to cut it out so that I can take out the back. Then I continue with the front. So I'm going to be using this because of this thing that this thing has. I'm going to be using this one for the back. But first off, let me cut out this edge here. So guys, I'm going to be using this for our front. Then because of this thing, I'm going to be using this for our back. So I'm going to take this out. I'm going ahead right now to cut the sides of the dress. So just so you guys know, it is very important for us to always take our shoulder slope, unless you don't want a seam at the shoulder of the dress. But it is always very beautiful to have a shoulder slant because our shoulder is not straight, our shoulder is slopey. So I am going to be coming down. I'm supposed to come down by 1.5, but since we're going to be joining the dress at the shoulder line, so we're going to be using 0.5 as our join. So I'm going to be coming down by 1 inch. Then I'm going to connect the 1 inch to the neckline like so.
So I'm gonna cut that out. So we have that done. So guys, you can actually pin this down so that it doesn't move. So guys, for our neck area, I'm going to be coming down by 8.5. This depends on you on how low you want the dress to be. So if you want it lower, you can actually come down lower. But I think I'm going to be joining the up with 0.5 or 1 inch. So I think 8.5 is okay for me, so that the cloth doesn't, it's not too, we don't have it to be showing our cleavage. So I have 8.5 here. So I'm going to be joining that to our neckline so that I can get a V neckline. Make sure that these 2 points meet. So guys, I'm gonna cut that out. So guys, we're done with the front neckline. So guys, remember for us to, let me do all my descriptions at the back so I don't have stains. So right now I'm just going to measure how I actually want this Aso Oke design to be on the neck side of this dress. So just like as you can see from the design that we have on the thumbnail, the left part of the dress, which is this area, has the bigger side, while the left hand side of the dress from the right side area, is this right or left, sorry, okay, the right side of the dress is bigger while the left side of the dress is smaller. So I'm going to be using 3 inches for the neck part of the dress. So I'm just going to come down here and see how much I have. So from the neck area to here in slants, if I slant it like so, I'm going to be having 10. If I bring it down, I'm going to be having 9. So I'm just going to cut out 12 so that I don't run shortage. So I'm just going to indicate that. So I think this is the back of our Aso Oke. So I think this is the back of our Aso Oke. So I'm just going to indicate that there. Then I'm going to be coming in by 4 inches. So I'm going to use 0.5 to join it at this front part. Then I'm going to be using 0.5 to top stitch it at this left hand side. So I'm going to take out 4 inches. Then I'm going to come up by 12 inches. out. So by the time I fold this in to join it down to the front top stitches, I'm going to fold it. At the end of the day, I'm going to be coming up by 3 inches. Then for the left side of the dress, the larger parts, the asymmetrical parts, I'm having an excess of 1. So we did 3 inches here, so here I want to have 5. So I'm going to be cutting out 6 inches, okay, or no, I have 3 here, so here I will be having 4, so I'm going to be cutting out 5 instead, so the asymmetrical is not too big. So 5 inches for the width. Okay, we have 2 here, that's why. So 5 inches. Then the same thing we have here. I'm going to have 12. Then I'm going to rule a straight line. Now, because we are trying to mimic an asymmetrical line, we also want it to have a correlation with the 3 inches that we're going to be having at the left hand side. So at this neck area, we're still going to be retaining our 3 inches. So I'm just going to come here and take 4 inches. 4 inches. I'm going to come here, 4 inches. I'm going to come here, 4 inches. So by the time that we will now cut in a slanty form, meeting our 4 inches. So by the time we join this to the neckline and also top stitch, we're going to be having 3 inches at this top part down to almost the middle line. Then from the middle of the dress to the last part of the v-neck, we are going to be having an asymmetrical. So hope you guys understand. So I am just going to be connecting my 5 down to my 4, then I'm going to be rolling a straight line like so. Then I am going to cut. So we're going to be having something like this. We're going to join, then we're going to have we're going to top stitch, folding it like so on top of the Ankara fabric. Now Ashoke is very, very flexible. You can design to your taste, whatever you want, however you want the Ashoke fabric to come out to be. You are free to do so. So I am just going to go to the sewing machine right now. I will sew this like so to the front. This is the front part of this is the right side of the dress. I'm going to sew like so, then I'm going to turn it like this, then I am going to I'm going to fold it in with having also in the, taking note of our symmetrical. Then I'm going to do so for the left hand part. Then after that, I'm going to show you how it's going to come out to be. You're also going to be sewing down the little bit of excess. Is either we'll take it in or bring it out then before we put our next design up, or I prefer to leave it up because I like the back of my dress to be very, very neat. So I'm going to go to the sewing machine right now to show you how I am going to do that. Then for the down part of the second design that we have, so for the second design that we have, after sewing that, then I am going to decide how long or how short I want my Ashoke design on the fabric to be. So I think I am okay with this length right here. So I think 14 is too much, but by the time I sew it in and top stitch it, so I'm going to be having 12 inches. So I think 12 inches is okay for me for my Aso Oke design. So I'm going to be taking in, and I'm going to be cutting out 14 inches. So on here I'm going to also cut another 14 inches. Now I'll sew this like so. I'll sew it together like this. After sewing it straight up, I am still going to fold it back again and top stitch it. I'm going to be top stitching my excess at the back of the Aso Oke. I'm going to still top stitch it again, making it look like a design. Then after that, I'm going to decide how I want to curve whichever design I want for the front of my Aso Oke. So guys, let me go right now. Okay, let me take out my 14 inches I need for this particular design. So guys, right now, just like I explained earlier, I'm going to go to the sewing machine. I'm going to sew that down, and I'm going to also show you how it's going to be. So I'm also going to be joining this fabric. I'm going to be joining it like so. The total length for this dress is 57 inches. This Ankara is 30 inches plus I'm going to be taking out 27 inches from here to join to this particular Ankara dress. Now for my size, this is actually the total box of my dress is 29 inches, so I'm going to be using 1 inch for sewing allowance. I'm going to be sewing 0.5 on both sides. Then my fronts, the total my bust is 40 inches divided by 4, that is 10. So I have an excess of, so the front of my dress is actually 20, so I am going to be having an excess of 8 inches, so four on this side and 4 on this side. So this is not actually the like a very glamorous or too big bubu, so I think this will pass for just a bubu dress actually, because I am kind of on the slim side, but for someone that is not too slim, this should actually pass for a sheep dress. So I am going to be sewing both. This is just me explaining to you the sizing of this dress. So I am going ahead to explain the Aso Oke part. So I'm going to, so guys, this is the back of the dress. I have gone ahead to sew it just like I explained earlier. So I am just going to be turning this to the right side of the dress like so. To the right side of the dress like so. So this is how the back is going to come out to look like. So Aso Oke is a very flexible fabric, like I said earlier, so you just use your hand to hold it down. So I think this is dragging up. I'm going to use the excess I had in here. So this is it. So I'm going to loosen this excess pouch I have around this area. So I want 3 inches for this part. So what I'm going to do is just to fold. I'm just going to fold the excess and top stitch, just like I explained earlier. Down. So I have my lines. it's not really good to over press your ashoke so that it doesn't, like, how would I even explain this, so that it doesn't make it light, like reduce the quality of the ashoke. So I'm just doing a very, very light ironing. Like, I'm not even over pressing the ashoke, like putting the iron firmly, like just very light.
So guys, just like I did for the left hand side, I'm also going to fold in the excess and top stitch at the asymmetrical parts. So after folding it in, I'm also going to iron. Notice that at the down part we still retained our 4 inches, while at the upper side we still retained our 3 inches, while also defining our asymmetrical design. So after defining that, I had to use my iron
So
to make
guys,
it stay in place before.
this is how it's going to be. Then I'm going to lose it because of this pouch you have here. I'm going to be losing the excess sewing I have around this place. Then after top stitching, I'm going to come back to us and show us how it came out to look like. So guys, I've gone ahead to loosen the pouch I have. So after that, when you turn it in, it's going to be free, so you will not have any dragging at the chest area. This remaining excess here, I'm going to sew it. I'm going to sew it like so. Then so guys, I've gone ahead to sew both sides, top stitched. So this is how it looks like. I also went ahead to draw the line where I will be joining my other design. So this is what I was talking about. I sew it first, then I went at the back to top stitch the seams on top of the ashoke. So what we're going to be doing right now is that I am going to be joining this and this together, or I am going to be leaving a space for where I am going to hold down my excesses. Hope you guys see what I am doing. So I want it to be in such a way that this middle line corresponds with this my design right here. So what I am going to do is that I am going to like so. So let me see how many inches I have for my symmetrical line. I have about 4.7, 4.3. So let's see how this goes. So I am going to be joining it like so, so that my other design laps like this. So I want this to have like a corresponding design to here. So this place is going to be used for our, I'm just going to sew this in so that everything is together in place. So this is how it's going to be. So right now I am just going to pin this down. So I am just going to create a design. When it comes to ashoke, you just be creative and flexible and do whatever you feel you want to do. So after doing that, I am just going to fold it in and create a slash around here. Then I am still going to create a fold like so to stitch everything in. Hope you guys understand. So just be creative and see whichever way you want to do that to fit the design that you're creating. So first off, I am going to be pinning this down. So I'm going to be pinning this down here so I don't make a mistake. Okay, so after I have done that, I'm also going to be pinning down my, so after I sew that, I am going to come back again and pin down my ashoke to my ankara so that I can top stitch it, so I don't have any shifts, just like I explained earlier. So guys, this is it. So let's go to our sewing machine right now. You can see our asymmetrical, see how it came out to be. So just follow the procedure and yours can be even beautiful than mine. So guys, let's get straight into the sewing machine right now, and I'm going to show you how it came out to look. So guys, for our sleeve area, I'm going to be coming down by 13 inches. 1 inch is going to be used for our seam allowance, and 12 inches is going to be used for our sleeve. 11.5 inch is going to be used for our sleeve opening, while we'll have 0.5 inch to join our both shoulders together. So I'm going to be doing 13 inches. I'm going to make sure that this shows at the back as well. 13 inches for our sleeve opening. So that's what we're going to be using for our sleeve opening, 13 inches. Then before I join both sides together, I am going to first of all hem my I'm going to be adding my gray fabric. Is that gray or green or dark green or army green? I think it's army green. I'm going to be adding it here so that it complements this color, complements this red very well, so it's going to be complementing this. So guys, let's get straight into the sewing machine and I'm going to be right back. So guys, this is how the chest line came out to be. So hope you guys see how beautiful it looks. This is how neat yours should look like when you're done. So just like we earlier calculated, we have 3 inches here, we have around 4.5 inches here, then at the neck area here we still have 3 inches before they're going asymmetrically. Then we have our chest line, so you can see how the line connected to this design that we'll have here, and I just created a little bit of slants and there. So that is how it came out to look. So you can see the back, you see how neat it is. So this is how yours should come out to look if you follow the step I taught step by step. So this is how the back came out to look. So let's go on to design the back of the dress. The back of the dress. So we're going to be adding Aso Oke also to the back. So guys, we're going to be folding this Aso Oke just like as we have for the front, 3 inches. So we're going to make this also fit the design that we have for the back. That means the 3 inches is going to meet the 3 inches at the front. That is for the neck area. So we're just going to put this like so. So we're going to be using this to cut the design for the back. So we'll be cutting out 4 inches. So we're going to be using 0.5 to top stitch and to top stitch it at both sides. So we're going to, if you guys can see, so we're going to get in 4 inches like so. Then I'm going to put it on fold like that. Is on fold. Then I'm going to mimic my neck area, which I have around 0.5 inches at the hem. So I'm just going to come down by 0.5 here, just like so. Then I'm going to determine the length of how I want the back to be. So I'm still going to do 4 inches, so everything is perpendicular, if you guys understand what I mean by that. So I'm still going to do 4 inches or thereabouts, so that the design is almost the same as the front. So right now I am just going to mark this in like so. Then I am going to create a curve like this. So we're going to cut it like so.
So sorry guys, I made a slight mistake. So on this very part, you're supposed to have a total width of 7, so that you are supposed to have your 3 inches at the right and 3 inches at the left. Then you still have your 3 inches at the middle, that is the neckline. Then the remaining 1 inch will be used to top stitch it, that is 0.5 on each side. So guys, do not join me in making this mistake, but I later corrected it on this as I got to notice it, I corrected it, so I added the Asho. So guys, just stick through.
So you guys see the way I'm doing that. Then at this particular area, I'm just going to make it straight. Then later on, I'm going to do the design I want, whether I want it to be curvy, slanty, or four corner, anyone. So this is how it came out to look. So this is the wrong side. Let me indicate this so you guys see what I'm doing. So this is the wrong side and this is the right side. So guys, I actually did a mistake. So I want an extension of 3 inches overlapping with my front. Let me show you guys what I am trying to do. So I want when I wear my dress, I actually have an extension of 3 inches joining from the back here. So you guys see. So when you guys are doing that, make sure that you have enough Ashoke fabric. So after cutting your neckline, you still have like 3.5 or 4 inches, so that you have an extension, so that it's going to be overlapping with your front and your back. Because if I do it like this right now, it's not going to make any sense at all. So I'm going to be extending this at this particular area. So I'm going to be doing a join at this place. So let me just put this like so and measure, and put this like so and measure 3.5. Okay, incorrect. Yeah, so I have 3.5, so I'm going to be cutting that off. So do not make that mistake with me, please. Okay, so I think I almost have the same thing for the other side. So I am going to be following same. Okay, so I'm going to be joining at this side. I'm also going to be joining at this side, hence it's going to look like a design. But I'm not going to use all for the length. I'm not going to go more than 3 inches for the length, so or 3.5. So I'm going to be using the remaining 0.5 to top stitch it to gum it. But first of all, I am going to join both sides, then I am going to sew it like so. Then the excess, I'm going to use it to turn to the front. I'm going to show you guys how it's going to come out to look. So in order not to make this video to be too long, I'm going to do that off camera and come back to show you guys. So guys, I actually saw this fabric. I'm going to be adding it after I add my silk. So I hope this dress comes out fine. So I believe it's going to come out really beautiful. So I'm just showing you guys what I'm going to be using to be joining both front and back. Then I'm going to sew the two sides together. So just like I said before, we're using 15 inches for the sleeve opening, so I'm going to be indicating that here. So 14 inches for our sleeve opening, 1 inch is going to be 0.5 inch is going to be, or 1 inch is going to be what we're going to be holding our front to our back together. So guys, I've joined both shoulders together. So this is the back of the dress. This is the back. We don't have light right now, but once there's light, I'm going to iron it. So this was the both joining I did. So guys, please take note and do not make the same mistake I did. But it looks stylish. It looks like a design at that. So this is the inside of the dress. So this is how neat the back is. So for the shoulders, I am going to weave it. Yes, I'm going to weave it very neatly. So this is how it looks like. So this is the back. So right now I'm just going to close my sleeves area, and I'm going to join the extra fabric I showed you guys earlier. I'm going to be joining down at the dress. Then I'm also going to be closing my armhole. Then I am going to show you guys how the get dress came out to be.
So guys, this is how beautiful the dress came out to look. So beautiful, like it exceeded my expectations. So guys, if you like to make dresses like this, you can also book me. Check on the description box and you can find my email, you can find my phone number, you can find my WhatsApp. If you like to make dresses like this for sale or for your personal designs, you can also message me. Also share this video to your fellow fashion lovers, your fellow fashionpreneurs, or fellow fashion designers to promote this video and to also encourage me to keep on posting more. Hope you guys learned a thing or two, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye. Hope you love the dress.